Happy Friday afternoon, Fantasyland. We're back in the Daylight Draft Room, and we're doing another Drafters 2.5 million main event. Just jumped in, and of course, we got to keep the tradition going. We pulled another 9 spot. I wish this was like, on some platforms you get a bonus if you keep getting the same spot over and over. And I've had the 9 spot, I don't know how many times. I lost count, but we are rolling. We are here on a beautiful Friday afternoon. I don't know about you, where you are, but it's nice and sunny. If you're in the chat, let me know you're there. Let me know if my sound is good. We'll get this thing rolling. Just put a quick link out here. Let the people know that we are rolling in the draft room. If you guys don't know, this is a $500,000 up top best ball tournament. Goes all off season, all through the season, week 1 to week 17 total. So there's no playoffs. You don't have to worry about those week 15 to 17 playoff rounds. So like I said, we're coming up here. What's up? We've got Snowman in the room. Always happy to have Rob join. Hope you're doing well this afternoon, buddy. Let me know if my sound is good. Let me check my ownership on hope we don't let's not get timed out. I'm gonna go Nico Collins on this one. I don't think we've done a Nico Collins build in this one. What's up? Best Ball on call. He is in the house. And we got one of the OGs, one of the legends. Nick is in the house as well. Thanks for joining, boys. Last minute best ball draft in Drafters. Again, guys, if you're not already on Drafters, help the channel out. Help yourself out. You get a free $100 in your face. That's 5 entries to this tournament, man, for free by using my code DraftRoomBaller, all one word. And you've got a link as well at the bottom there. And there we go. Drafters are in the house as well. So appreciate all of you guys joining. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my live streams. Hope you guys are doing great on this Friday afternoon. I know I'm coming towards the end of my FFPC Dynasty rookie drafts. Now we're into the Sleepers rookie drafts. I mean, Dynasty rookie drafts have been taking up a lot of time lately. Let me know what you guys have been up to in those drafts, who you guys are picking up. Let me know which rookies you guys are drafting in these Drafters best ball tournaments. We're going to see these guys for sure move around the ADP board. I think we saw like a big boost right after the draft. Now, will they settle? Will they start dropping a bit? All right, we're going to go a little different on this build. So let's go with some Trey McBride as our second pick here. I don't think I have any Trey in this specific tournament. Highest player in Dynasty, like in rookie drafts, or just overall in Dynasty? For rookies? Let me check that. See if I can pull that up really quick. Great question. It is probably, I think I know, but I just don't want to, I want to make sure I give you the right answer here. Yeah, so Colston Loveland and Bayshell Tootin are my top 2, and then Matthew Golden is a close third so far. But again, like I said, I still have a few more. I got about a handful more of those rookie drafts left. Trying to see who else I have a lot of here. How about you, man? Who have you been I think we're talking rookies. Harry Snowman, let me know. Let us know who your highest rookie owned so far is. So your highest dynasty owned is Jaden Reed. Are you happy about Golden? You think he helps him out? You think he kind of opens it up for Reed, or do you think he might take some of that Reed volume? It's hard to guess, man, with that Green Bay receiving room, the whole receiving game. I really like what's his name, Kraft. I really like their tight end. Since last year, you guys know, going into the season, I was smashing Tucker Kraft. Well, I know Rob does. The Harry Snowman, he knows I was crushing it. That paid off really well. Does he take another step forward this year? I think he does, building that rapport with Love. Musgrave is back, so we'll see how that plays in. Back from his injury. I gotta clean my goggles here, man. I got a big fingerprint going in here. Nick, let me know who you've been clicking on more often than none with those rookies. I mean, the rookies I like are Caleb, Colston. Yeah, no, I agree. I do think it opens it up for Reed and the other guys. But you got to think, with that draft capital, they're gonna definitely get Golden involved. The thing with LaFleur is he likes to give these guys different roles, right? And I think that's what he's going for. All right, let me see what we've got here. You guys know I'd normally go Worthy here, but I'm going to go with Breece Hall. We'll get a little rainbow start. Remember, guys, this is a 1 quarterback, 3 receiver, 2 running back, 1 tight end, 1 flex. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You just hit another one of my favorite guys right there. Trey Harris is... Actually, Trey Harris, I've got as much as Loveland and Tootin. Just because they're on different platforms, it doesn't come up. But I've got as much Trey Harris as I have Loveland and Tootin. The thing with Trey Harris is he's falling nicely. I got him at 211. I got him at 211 in a triflex. I don't know how that happened, but I had to take the value. I find Trey Harris and Burden are 2 guys that will often drop quite a bit in these rookie drafts. Whether you like them or not, I mean, you got to take the value in some of these spots. What's up, Jamie? We are definitely balling. Happy Friday afternoon, guys. Hopefully it's nice and sunny where you are like it is here. Trying to pull up my windows here, and for some reason, there we go. There we go. What are we at? 10 seconds. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? I was either going to go Moore or Daniels there just to mix it up. I was trying to look up where my ownership is on these guys so far in this tournament, just because narrow it down. The nice thing with this site, the nice thing with Drafters is you can actually narrow down your ownership per tournament. So if you're on Drafters, you're new to the site, and you haven't used the player ownership, you just go under your player, like at the top right, under your profile tab, the drop down, and you'll see player exposure there. And then you can look by, yeah, so I mean, Moore was kind of a guy that I had already, he's already up in my top ownership, but it's all good, man. Let's start it off with 2 receivers here. I mean, no matter who they added in Chicago, I still think DJ Moore is the best receiver there. Still think he's going to get the majority of the targets in that offense. Breece Hall, he's still a value to me. End of the 3rd round for me for Breece Hall is definitely a value. There's Breece Hall, Wilson. Now you've got one of my favorite tight ends behind Loveland is Mason Taylor. He should get on the field early, you would think, as long as he can show well in training camp and show himself well in practice. Ty Felton. I was bragging on X today that I picked up. There's a platform where if you do rookie drafts, you can pick up vets. And Will Shipley was sitting there in the 7th round, and I just could not say no. With the amount of volume Barkley got last season, I mean, he's not the youngest pup. He's dealt with injuries, and they didn't add much behind Shipley in that offense. So I really like grabbing Shipley anywhere I can, even in best ball and late in these best ball drafts. I think Shipley's a huge. He could definitely be a league winner, and especially a tournament like this. Those are the type of guys you want to pick up late. Joe is in the house. What's up, Joe? How you doing, brother? Nothing like a drafters draft on a Friday afternoon. We got the whole crew in the chat. So far we got Breece Hall, Nico Collins, DJ Moore, Trey McBride. Nothing too crazy. We'll see what falls to us. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm kind of getting bored with the 9 spot. It's literally the only spot I've been drafting from in the last, like, I would say month probably. Just 9 spot. Harry Snowman bragging about his Ty Felton shares. I love it. I love it. See what Delta does here. Trying to see if there's anyone we know in this draft room. I was going to take Henderson, but that's fine. Can definitely get a running back on the way back. I'm going to go... Just see here. I'm actually going to go Flowers. I think he's still a value in this range. I mean, he's should be the number 1 target in that offense. Lamar, obviously you've got the tight ends there, and Derrick Henry's still there, but I think we see Flowers take a step this year. DJ Moore, yeah, that's a 4th round pick right there. No, it's a kind of beginning of the 4th. Not necessarily. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree. He is falling. You know how it is, right? We see it every year. We see rookies get added to offenses, and everyone else in that offense just drops in ADP, and you got to take advantage of that. Especially when it's who I think is still going to be the number 1 receiver in that offense. I'm going to go Montgomery here. I've been smashing Caleb very often in this range. I like DeMont as an RB2. Yeah, and that's what you want to do, right? Best ball is grab the falling value. That's what's nice about drafting right now is we're fresh off of the rookie drafts, fresh off some trades. We're going to see a lot of this ADP shuffle around. So you can't get too distracted by the new shiny toys. And I'm finding, like, I'm doing some bigger tournament drafts these days, and I'm finding I'm gravitating, especially in the early rounds, more to the known commodities, more with the vets, and keeping the big swings, the home run swings for rookies later on in the drafts. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking rookies early. I just think you got to pick your spots and not reach too much just to make sure you get one of those rookies, right? Everybody all ready for Mother's Day weekend? We got a big party tomorrow. My wife's grandmother turns 95, I think she turns. So we're going to be celebrating that tomorrow, and then Sunday chilling at home for good old Mother's Day. Yeah, I mean, with DJ Moore getting moved, it's kind of like with Breece Hall, right? Like, A, I don't know that they're going to move him. B, if they move him, you got to think he goes to a team that wants him, that's going to chuck him the ball, that's going to give him targets. Happy anniversary, Joe. Mr. and Mrs. Carlton, happy anniversary, man. 11th anniversary, that's a big one. There you go. Eating up those double digits. I'm going to go Pearsall here. Like him as a wide receiver 3 with Ayuk probably out to beginning the season. We got to see him take a step. We saw some flashes last year in that San Fran offense. You got to think Purdy gets that contract. Let's make this a Justin Fields build here. I like getting him in Hall. I think you can capitalize on those Jets touchdowns. I know sometimes we say, oh, it's gonna cap your upside, but I think if that quarterback is throwing often to the running back, which again, there's not much target-wise in New York right now. When you look at who's there, they got a rookie tight end coming in. They shipped Conklin out. They have Lazard there, but I think what we saw from Lazard was really just him playing with Rodgers again. So I don't know that he's going to necessarily be that much of a factor as he was last season in some of those games, but especially before Adams got there. Maybe he does. Maybe I'm wrong. But in this story that I'm telling in this build, I'm going to go with Fields and Hall just smashing together. Plus, you get the upside of Fields running with the ball. He's got a lot to play for this year, let's face it. It's his third team now. New York's is definitely putting confidence in him. They didn't bring anything in, rookie-wise or anyone to compete with him, really. So I'm expecting a big year from Fields. So far, Justin Fields, Breece Hall, David Montgomery, Nico Collins, DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, Ricky Pearsall, and Trey McBride. So pretty even, pretty balanced roster so far. It's funny, coming into this, I was thinking I'm going to end up trying something like really unique. But at the end of the day, you got to kind of take how the draft falls to you. I try not to go in with too much of a plan when I'm drafting these, or any draft for that matter. I think you kind of limit yourself if you go in that way. So let me check my ownership on some of these guys that are coming up. I'm seeing like quite a bit of value here with okay. All right, a couple guys that we're looking at just went off the board. There's two more sitting there that are offering pretty good value. I'm gonna go Pacheco here. Someone that wasn't necessarily drafting earlier in the offseason often, but now that he's, you know, Brashard Smith is Brashard Smith. You know, we'll see what happens there, but I don't think he's going to come in and be like a workhorse for KC. They brought in Mitchell. He's definitely a factor, but I think he's more kind of like a depth piece. I think if Pacheco would come back, you know, in the shape he was prior to getting injured last year, I think he can definitely take control of that running game again. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I think as long as both those guys are healthy and in top form, they need to give Gibbs. Gibbs is not necessarily, I mean, I know we saw him pop last year while Montgomery was injured, but I think they're smart enough to know that Gibbs needs to be, I don't want to say pampered, but they need to limit his touches to a certain extent, right? They want to make sure this team is a contending team. Like, it's Super Bowl or bust for them. So I think that they're going to save Gibbs as much as they can. And I don't think DeMont necessarily loses his role unless he goes in looking sluggish like he did at the end of last year. That's the only concern I might have with DeMont, but it's not necessarily enough for me to, you know, completely avoid him. He's not someone I've been drafting a lot necessarily. I'm going to go Loveland here as my tight end 2. Hit different spots of the Chicago offense. I was thinking of going running back on the way back, but like Harris and Mason are guys I have quite a bit of. I feel like Harris is becoming a nice value. I'm not going to lie. I don't have any Loveland yet in this tournament, so figure I'll grab him there. Let me just see where... What is that, 10th round? Yeah, that's actually perfect ADP, I think, for Loveland. Behind a stud like McBride, I don't mind taking a swing on one or two of these rookie tight ends. If I'm waiting later on tight end, then I'll take more sure guys that I have a better idea of how they're going to produce. Let me know what you think so far, guys. Justin Field, Breece Hall, Dave Montgomery, Isaiah Pacheco, Nico Collins, DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, Pearsall, McBride, and Loveland at tight end. Make sure you smash that like button. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate you guys jumping into the chat today, keeping it lively. Had to get one more draft in before we ride on into the weekend. Let me know what you think in the comments too, guys. Let me know what you think of the build. Joe's letting me know about that David Montgomery. He's a hesitant on that one. He liked the DJ Moore call. Who's third round, Joe? Not sure who you're referring to. You talking about Demon? He's not third round. Demon is round 6. Later, Rob. Take care, man. Have a great weekend, buddy. Thanks for jumping in. So 11th round, we're in the double digits now. We can have a bit more fun with this. Yeah, I just realized where I may have missed something, but we're good. We are good. We're getting sniped quite a bit here. I'm gonna go Jordan Love here. He definitely has the weapons. He dealt with injuries last year. We'll see if he come back healthy, strong. I like that Malcolm Lloyd is gonna be back healthy this year with a full offseason under his belt. He's a guy that I've got quite a bit in fantasy, just in all formats. We see Kincaid go off the board. What do you guys think of Kincaid this year? Was last year 1 year too early? Or do we actually see that bounce this year? We got sniped on Kraft there. Figured he'd make it back because that guy already had a couple tight ends, but it's all good. I actually see one that I definitely like a lot coming up here. I'm going to go Ferguson. Hold on, I got a phone call. I just got to let the... What are we at here? Round 12. All right. So we got 12 rounds in. We've got our two quarterbacks. We're going to go naked Love on this one, it looks like. So far. Actually, I got a little plan for the back end. We've got Fields, we've got Hall, Montgomery, Pacheco in the running back room. Nico, DJ Moore, Flowers, Pearsall, and then we've got McBride, Loveland, Ferguson. So sometimes I'll go two build with if I get a stud tight end. Because I threw in a rookie and because I think Ferguson right now is pretty nice value. I know they added Pickens, but I still think Ferguson this season can get back his role with Dak. I think that's the thing that we're missing is we haven't seen him back with Dak. Yeah, that's it, right? With Marshawn, he's been unlucky so far, but hopefully comes back healthy this year. I'm hoping because I got quite a bit of shares of Marshawn in all formats, like I said. Is that a 1 QB or... All right, after these 2 picks, I'm going to have to run and just open a door for someone. I'll be right back. So let me make these next 2 picks. I had to use my mom's car seat for my daughter yesterday because I had cleaned my car and I left mine when I went to pick her up. And my parents usually pick her up from school, so now they're asking where the seat is. I meant to drop it off earlier. I just totally forgot. The convenience of parents being 5 minutes away. Yeah, Superflex, that's awesome. I don't mind that at all in Superflex. At 26 first in Superflex, that's pretty sweet. I mean, you can look at the Fields thing in 2 ways, right? If you had him on your team and you're just tired of it, now's your opportunity to sell him. Or if you want to go get a cheaper QB1 with upside that's got that Konami code, that's another way you can approach it too, right? All right, I'm going to go Tillman here. You guys know I love Tillman. When in doubt, go Tillman. Trying to see who else here we can pick up. We could have passed on Loveland and then taken Taylor later. But because I have Loveland, we already have 3 tight ends. I'm really not going to add a 4th, that's for sure. It's 1 tight end. It's not premium. And then you've only got the 1 flex. So because we have Love, I'm going to throw Dubs in here. Not a guy I'm necessarily loving or that I'm drafting often, but as my wide receiver 6, with Jordan Love as one of my quarterbacks, I don't mind it. I think it's okay. If he gives you 2 or 3, spike weeks, I think it justifies the pick. You never know with these Packers receivers, man. Let's face it, right? All right, let me just go open the door. I'll be right back, guys. 2 seconds. All right, we are back. Sorry, guys. Just opened my garage door there so my dad can come grab my daughter's car seat, and we're back in the draft. So after 14, we've got 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 6 receivers, and 3 tight ends. Just going to go through and star some of these guys that we like. Let me know who your favorite late round rookie is right now. From whether it's in rookie drafts and best ball, there's definitely some nice depth right now with all these rookie running backs added to the NFL rosters. And as I scroll through this list of running backs, I mean, there's a lot of guys right now that could even be league winners that are going really late. Like I'm talking back into the 3rd round, 4th round, even into the 5th round, that landed in really nice spots, good offenses, not too much in front of them. Tolbert took a hit, man. Tolbert's a guy I really liked coming into, coming out of the rookie draft, out of the NFL draft. I thought Tolbert was not being spoken about enough. And then he just gets smashed in the face with the Pickens trade, so... All right, let's see what we have here. Speaking of Shipley, actually, I'm going to go Devin Neal. I'm going to go Devin Neal in New Orleans. I've been taking quite a bit of Shipley in drafts. If he falls back, maybe I take him, but I'm not too worried if he doesn't. I'm gonna go see who my most owned player is right now on this whole platform. Let's see who it is. Of course it is Cedric Tillman. There it is. Cedric Tillman, Caleb Johnson, and Xavier Worthy. My top 3 owned. Tell me that's not on brand. All right, you guys know where I'm going with this next pick. Man, this guy likes killing the clock. All right. Easily going Marshawn Lloyd here. So we had a naked Jordan Love as our QB2, but now we've added Lloyd. We've added Dubs. So not so naked anymore. And sometimes those are the sneaky stacks, right? Getting those later guys. If maybe you couldn't hit earlier for your quarterback. Again, there's so much depth at the running back position. That's why having 3 until round 15, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at that point. There's a lot of guys you can add. I mean, those top 3 guys within Hall, Pacheco, Montgomery should be filling my 2 weekly running back starting spots for sure most of the weeks. Obviously bye weeks and then if there's any injuries, but that's what the depth pieces are for. So here's the build so far. Fields and Love, Breece Hall, Montgomery, Pacheco, Neal, Lloyd, Nico Collins, DJ Moore, Flowers, Pearsall, Tillman, Dubs, and then McBride, Loveland, and Ferguson at the TE position. Remember, guys, if you're not already on Drafters drafting, first of all, you got to be, I mean, you should be. The $20 to win $500,000 is a no-brainer. And you can get 5 of those entries for free if you use the code DRAFTROOMBALLER, all one word, on your first deposit. You'll get up to $100 matched for free. My mouse here. All right, here we go. Saints are going to be an interesting offense for sure this year. Who knows who's starting at the quarterback position? Is it Shook? Does Carr come out of the woodworks? You realize he wants to play. I'm going to go Corum here. I think that's a solid running back core now with Breece Hall, David Montgomery, Pacheco, Neal, Marshawn Lloyd, and Blake Corum. Pretty set at running back now. So we're basically looking with the last 3 spots. These are 20 rounds. Looking at receivers. And then if I see something, I might just do 2 quarterback build. Yeah, I'm going to go 2 quarterback build here. And then just smash receiver. I think that's the best way to deal with this. The way this draft went. Because we've got the 3 tight ends. Jalen Royals is a guy I like smashing the button on. I've taken him in a lot of rookie drafts. He goes pretty late. Especially if we don't see... I'm going to take Wicks here. Between Wicks and Dubs, one of them is still going to have a role in this offense. And if not, maybe they each provide some spike weeks. That's the way I'm playing this. They're both super cheap in this draft, so... With Jordan Love as my QB2, I like having sometimes those late spots. You can play them with a couple players, whether it's at running back, if you're getting 2 guys late on the same roster, or receiver. It's like a late night double tap. There's a bunch of guys down here that haven't really moved up ADP yet that should be moving up ADP, especially with guys like Tolbert falling. So we've got 2 picks left, round 19 and round 20. I mean, we could add 2, 4, 6, 7. We could go 1 receiver, 1 running back, since we're just doing the 2 quarterback build here. There's a few pretty decent options at running back, actually. All right, let's see what makes it back to us. We got a few things marked off here as options. I was maybe considering adding like a Tyler Shook to this build, but I think with Fields and Love should be consistent enough between the 2 of them. Production-wise, trying to remember, I had a team go pretty far in one of these drafters last year, where I was like top 10, I want to say, for a big chunk of the year, and then just fell off a tiny bit at the end. But I'm trying to remember if it was a 3 build or a 2 build. I think I had Mayfield and Goff in that build, which is probably why it went far, right? I see Coker and I see Diemi Brown here as two possible pretty good late. I think Coker's falling quite a bit here. I'm going to go Coker as my last receiver. And then we'll see which one of these running backs falls to us. There's a lot of different options that I'm happy with. Some rookie upside, some depth pieces. Restrepo goes off the board. I mean, I know he has late capital, but he still ended up with Ward. We'll see if they rekindle that college rapport that they have. So there's a few ways I can go here with this pick. Because I just took Coker, I'm actually going to go Trevor Etienne as my last running back off the board. He's a rookie I really like. He goes to Carolina. I know Dowdle's there, but Dowdle is not a stranger to injury. So this build ends off with Justin Fields, Jordan Love at quarterback, Breece Hall, David Montgomery, Pacheco, Devin Neal, Marshawn Lloyd, Blake Corum, and Trevor Etienne as our running back core. Nico Collins, DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, Pearsall, Tillman, Dubs, and Wicks for that Love Green Bay stackage. And then Coker gives us a little Carolina stackage with Trevor Etienne. And then at tight end, we've got Trey McBride, Loveland, and Ferguson. So let me know what you guys think. If you're watching this later on, let me know in the comments. That always helps. You guys add anything in the comments. Whether it's questions, you want to criticize me, you don't like something I'm doing, let me know. You don't like the music. But let me know, guys. Let me know picks you like, don't like, all that kind of stuff. All that helps the channel. Of course, smash the like button if you haven't done so yet. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Towing the line build, Joe says. But yeah, have a great weekend, guys. We'll be back next week with some more live drafts. I'll be gone from May 17th until the first week of June. I'm going on family vacay, so make sure you tune in next week. I'll have some live drafts going on this platform, and yeah, definitely high ceiling, but that's what you want, right? In a tournament, you want to hit some high ceiling swings, especially later in this draft. So that's what we tried to do. Joe, I appreciate you joining in. We had Jamie in the house as usual. Nick, Constantino dropped in for a bit. Rob, Best Ball on Call. All you guys are awesome. We'll check you guys all later. Have a great weekend, guys.